All right, the week ahead.
Yeah,
with Andrew Wagon.
Vincent Wong.
Okay.
All right.
Keyword for today. A medical term.
It's a medical term, but I'm going to use it in a non-medical context.
Okay. Immunity.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Immunity. You're going to get shots or...
Well, here's the thing. Somebody could get shot and nobody would go to jail if they had diplomatic immunity.
Not the medical shots.
Not the medical shots. No.
Okay.
No. So,
but the violent shot.
Right. LegCo is having lunch today with all the consul generals and the honorary consuls. All right, which seems appropriate because today there's also going to be a panel meeting. Yeah, our friends over there, they'll be inviting all the diplomats down. There's also going to be a meeting of the panel on administration of justice and legal services. And they are going to be discussing and approving the latest changes on bilateral agreements, not between Hong Kong and other jurisdictions, but between Beijing and other jurisdictions, other countries. All right? We're getting a little basic law education today. So Basic Law, Article 18, says that generally the national laws will not apply in Hong Kong except those specified in something called Annex 3. Which covers defense and foreign relations.
Yes.
And so if Beijing signs an agreement with, say, for example, they're going to discuss today agreements with the Philippines or with Cambodia or Japan, then there has to be a legislative process followed in Hong Kong to bring those measures into effect in Hong Kong. So that includes things like diplomatic immunity. So that is what is going on in LegCo today.
So if they have political immunity in the mainland, we have to amend our local legislation.
Yeah, exactly.
Accordingly.
Yeah, to make sure that we are aligned and everybody's
And political immunity will be on the agenda for today's
lunch. And so these guys are all coming in for lunch, and it's funny because we look a lot at the diplomatic community, and the honorary consuls are a funny bunch, right? Because they're like different, they're kind of just people in Hong Kong. So, for example, sometimes there might be a national of that country that's lived here a long time, like Iceland. Their honorary consul is a midwife in Hong Kong, right? So she's an Icelandic woman who's here, and she's known in the community because she helps people have babies, which is very nice. There's a guy named Richard Wong, and he's kind of funny because he is the honorary consul for Tunisia. But you get guys like that because he was appointed by the old dictator before the Arab Spring, right? And so sometimes these guys will have these associations with the, kind of dodgy dictator.
And
type guys.
I think the honorary consul for Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Is it David Tang, or the founder of Shanghai Tang?
David Tang is the honorary consul for Cuba.
Oh, Cuba.
Because, of course, he's got the cigar franchise, right?
Oh,
so he's Mr. Cuba. Right? And so, but, because of everybody he gets a pass on that because of the cigar thing, because it's, like, kind of cool and hip and, and all that. But if you're kind of allied with these, it's funny, these guys that are allied with, like, former dictators, and then there's a big change in government, like a revolution. And sometimes, they're just laying low. Like this Tunisia guy, Richard Wong. I'm sure he's just trying to keep his head down and hope that, like, the new Democratic guys don't notice that he was appointed by the old dictator, the old bad guys. So you get a lot of those kind of cats out there. And some of them are lovely guys, and they have some really unusual jobs. Like, a lot of what they do is go into prison to visit people from their respective countries.
Going to prison to
visit. To visit. Yes. So if anybody from their country has come through, gotten put in prison, they got to go and visit them and make sure they're being treated properly. If they've got special dietary needs, are being taken care of, communicate with family. So the honorary consuls
kind
sometimes...
Kind of like the JP.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like JPs. That's one of their jobs. So I think the honorary consuls, some of them actually have quite a lot of work to do.
Okay.
And so, they're an interesting bunch. So that's something to keep an eye on for today is... the meeting of the panel administration and justice and legal services, implementing Annex 3 related articles. And then, of course, there's social time for the consuls and honorary consuls with LegCo.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
Catch you later.